YouTube, you all see the headline right here. This article came out earlier this month. American Dream now costs more than $5 million. It just keeps getting more and more expensive to live in the United States. And we all know the original American Dream. You get married, have a house with a picket fence, 2.5 kids. I think the point 0.5 is a pet, a dog or a cat, and that was it, give or take, whatever. And then it kind of got bigger than that. But now, more than 5 million, that's estimated. That's what they say in the article is Investopedia. And this affects everything. Let me scroll down right here, and I just want you all to see the American Dream now costs 5 million. Estimated lifetime costs for goals associated with the American, quote unquote, American Dream, and the percent of people who share in these goals. Now, this is showing people who say it's their dream. That's the percentage. So you see retirement, they saying at least 1,636,000 to retire now. And then what is that? 86% believe they'll be able to retire and be comfortable. I don't know how you all feel about that. That's a pretty high number, but then again, with these surveys, I don't know how many people they talk to. That's the thing. I think they got it down here. It's kind of hard to see, but obviously they couldn't talk to. It's between 300 and 350 million people who live in the United States. So this is probably a very small number who said they feel they can afford it based on who they talk to. 86%. That's almost 90. Healthcare right now in the United States, 414,000. 86% believe they can afford quality healthcare. Owning a home, and that's hard for millennials and younger. So many millennials born in 1981 to 1997, they have a hard time becoming first-time homeowners. But then right here, these people say 85% believe they can own a home. So I really would like to know who this sample of people was who gave these answers. Now we go next, raising two kids and paying for college, not scholarship. They're gonna pay out of pocket. So they got it under raising the family. 876,000 to raise two kids. So that's about right because I think one child is estimated at 300,000. So and then you paying for college, depending on the college. 78% believe they can do that from who they talk to. So we got 86, 86, 85, 78. Owning a new car. Average cost 900,000. And all these costs are 2025 costs. Owning a new car, 72% believe they can do that. Yearly vacation, 180,000. And hopefully that's not putting it on any type of credit card or buy vacation now, pay later. Going on a vacation every year, and that's just one. Some people do multiples. 71% said they can do that. That's their dream, should I say. So let's clarify. They say it's their dream. It doesn't mean that they're doing it, but that's out of the people who they talk to, that's the percentage who said that's their dream. Everybody had different dreams. Pets, you want dog, cat, bird, whatever. 39,000. Pet costs. 66% said they could do the pet thing. That's their dream to own a pet. And wedding, to get married, average wedding cost 38,000. That's the lowest number. 55% say that's their dream of who they talk to. So we got 86, 86, 85. Then the next one, we got 78, 72, 71, 66 and 55. So that's where we at with the percentage of people who they talk to who believe, that's their dream, and that whole cost comes out to $5,043,323. This is all estimated, not including taxes. And so that's where it's set. And so if you still want the American dream, this is what they're estimating, I guess to have a decent dream. And I'm assuming it means, two people. It seems to be family oriented, married, husband and wife, whatever. And so that's where we're at with it. But I don't, is it possible? I mean, I guess it is possible. And then these are the numbers compared to 2024, and it may go up in 2026. So I'm gonna scroll down and just let you all see those with retirement, healthcare, 2024 not included in the healthcare report, home ownership, wedding. So this is how everything has adjusted, went up or down in the last year. Kids right here, new car, not used. Pet care, having a pet, yearly vacation. You all see it compared to 2024. So it's saying achieving the American dream comes with a hefty price tag. Yes, it does. Over a lifetime. Milestones, home ownership, retirement, raising children. Every person's dream may differ. That's true based on your circumstances. And Investopedia's latest survey reveals that most people value these 8 components as essential. So we'll see how it goes with AI and job layoffs and things like that. But do you still want it when you see how much it costs? Can you cut your dream down a little bit? I don't know. Now come down here to limitations. The model estimates lifetime spending but doesn't evaluate whether or not you can actually afford it. That's the big thing here. Many of the expenses, such as vacations and cars and pets, are discretionary and not accessible to many people. That's true. Lifetime estimates assume consistent patterns over multiple decades. Ages 22 to 84. Okay, that's a nice little amount there. 22 to 84, which may not reflect reality. That's true. Costs may rise or fall, and the individuals may stop or skip certain life events altogether for whatever reason. And they got this going 22 to 84. Yeah, that's a nice range there. We talking 62 years. 22, I guess, getting out of college, and then up to 84, and then beyond that. You have people living into their 90s these days, so you just got to account for all of that and make sure you have money even when you're 90. But that's 22 to 84. The dream costs presented here are based on national averages, but costs for homes, weddings, education, healthcare can vary a lot by region, race, income, family structure. It's a lot of things that keep people locked out of achieving all of this. And the fact that it's estimated 5 million, and that's based on you having everything in tip-top shape. A lot of people will not get to this American dream, not the one they're painting here. It's probably the one everyone would like, but you all see how much it costs to live in the United States each year. Each year seems to get more expensive to live in this country. Crazy. Latest cost for home ownership, retirement, estimated savings target. And they've got the Bureau of Labor Statistics, and they got the ages here. I'm gonna just scroll down and you all can pause the video and read all of these, but I just want you all to get all of this because it's a long article, but to really see where things are, where things are headed, and to plan accordingly. Look at the cost of children, 0 to 18. That's two. Like I said, one is 300,000. And then Nick Cannon has 12. Don't you all have 12? But yeah, and Nick has the money to do that. Paying for college, healthcare, vacations. At least one. At least one. I know people who do more than one. Pets. And then if you are a veteran, you serve, you may be able to get some VA loans that can help you. And you see all of that there. Everybody didn't serve. I didn't. But yeah, I just wanted you all to get a load of everything that's going on with the cost of living in this country. Even with the Fed cutting rates, that's on, and I think there's supposed to be two more. It may be two more later this year for a total of three. But we got a long way to go and more cuts and over time for people to really, for that to help people get to this American dream. And then based on what age you are, I'm 40, so you got to take all of that into consideration and how much time you have left. But yeah, I just wanted to come back to these numbers and just show you all. And then, I don't know what group they asked, but they seem pretty optimistic. Like I said, you got the 86% who believe they can achieve that. That's their dream. Then another 86%, I'm just going back through it. 85, 78, 72, 71, 66, and 55. From retirement down to the wedding. But then when you look at this cost, and it affects relationships so much when it comes to getting married and all of that, that this is why you had women calling into Kevin Samuels before he went to the other side, looking for a guy who was making at least 100,000 a year. These were women calling into his show every week because of stuff like this. This makes Kevin Samuels and women calling in looking for that is a product of this, is a result of this American dream being what it is. $5 million. Because they crunch these numbers and that's what it comes out to. Look at this. It's crazy. I don't know what it was 60 years ago, but this is where it's at now. And all of the relationship issues about who's paying what, it's a byproduct, a result of this American dream. Even so much, and I'm not going to play this video, this YouTube channel saw they were reviewing videos of black women. It's probably not just black women who do this, but these were black women who have put videos online saying they prefer a rich man who may step out on them and cheat versus a man who don't got it, but he's loyal. He doesn't cheat on her. All because the American dream. Stuff like this is a result of that American dream being as much as it is. It affects relationships. It affects so much. It affects friendships. People saying, "Can I borrow money?" You let them borrow it, and then you ask for it back, and then they get upset. Or you give them that one no after all of the yeses, and they don't remember the yeses. All they focus is on that no, like what Shannon Sharp said on Club Shay Shay when he was talking to Memphis Bleak, the music artist Memphis Bleak. But yeah, stuff like this is a byproduct of this right here. This is why those black women and probably other women who are not black will deal with a wealthy man who may mess with another woman on the side versus a man who's still trying to get it together, but he stays loyal to her and doesn't get any other woman involved. I don't know how men feel if they want a wealthy woman at this point. You got the men looking for the same stuff as the women, and they might want a wealthy woman as well. It's just how these things go sometimes. It's crazy, but that's where we're at with it. And I don't know. Let me know down in the comments if you all feel this is achievable, yes or no, depending on where you are in your journey in life and your finances. Does your dream cost this much? Can you get it down some? Are you by yourself? Are you in a relationship with someone? Let me know if you guys and ladies think this is achievable down in the comments. Share your stories, share your experience so far in this country, these United States. And I just wanted to bring that to you guys' attention, and just something to be on the lookout for in terms of where your money is going and how much it costs to get what you want in the United States. It's crazy. Send any topics and videos you all want me to review to my email, kreegear.mj@gmail.com. It will be down in the description of this video, and that's kreegear.mj@gmail.com. And subscribe to the channel, like, share, and subscribe. Facts of feelings, all one word, no spaces. Put that in the YouTube search, facts of feelings, no spaces, and my channel comes right up. And that's it for now. Until the next video, be mindful of your spending, as I say. And when I talk about, have videos where I talk about finance, and just keep your eyes on these type of articles and the cost of living. Save your money and invest if and when you can. Like I say, stock market, cryptocurrency, XRP to be exact, and just go from there. And then just carve out your own dream and see how much that costs. And if you in a relationship with somebody, that's two incomes, so that should make it a little bit easier. And you all have to be on the same page though. So that's where I'm going with that. And be careful with your relationships. You do have women that, if you are going to be loyal but you're not meeting their level of finance, they might not deal with you, and they rather go with the guy who's got more, even if he will step out on her. Not to say that wealthy men will all step out on the lady, but this is what these women are willing to accept, so they don't have to worry about money, and they can get the American dream. So that's it for now, people, and you all have a good one. I'm out. Till next video.